So where on this bird is the crest? Is it on the head?
Oh, no, it's a golden pheasant is a different, it's not, do you have like a ringneck pheasant?
No, it's a golden pheasant that I bought because it's so pretty, and it's like, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but.
Oh, you can use every feather on that bird for something, you know, for, actually it's the head. There are some tippets that are on the neck. They're orange with like black striping on them.
Oh,
and then the crests are the yellow things way up on the top. It's kind of like his crown if he had fancy hairdo.
These are red.
Oh, has he been dyed?
I don't know.
Let's see. Yeah, okay, he has. It's been, oh, wait a minute. Maybe you have an AmGold there and somebody didn't know, which is an additional bonus.
Well, maybe I have something else.
Oh, no, you can still use red. Actually, some patterns call for the red.
Oh,
yeah.
I've got this guy.
Yes, those guys. Yeah.
Okay. Well, shucks, I didn't get to do anything with this fancy skin yet.
Oh, you'll get to it. You'll get to it.
I don't have the right materials, but I'm going to do what I can with it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to.
Wonderful addition.
Oh, hold on, Peggy.
Yeah.
Let me just say, we are recording and we are now live on Facebook. So
okay.
If you don't want to be seen, hi everybody, welcome. Peggy thought it started at 8, so you know the fly was done. So good night, everybody. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I came on and was quite shocked. I was like, boy, is she a fast tire.
Oh, no.
So, she started it over, and I really appreciate that for those that were here at 7 and will watch it again. So thank you, Peggy. She had the supply list up a little bit ago. And yeah, it's 8:32.
Good night, dear.
Oh, I can look.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, good night. I love you.
See, we have somebody saying good night to us. That's great.
Yeah.
Good night, dear.
Good night, dear.
All right. Okay.
All
so
right.
I've got my thread base.
I'm gonna spotlight you, Peggy, so everybody can see.
Oh, good.
All right.
There we go.
There we go. And
right. My thread
people need to catch up. If you have any questions, jump in. And so for those that just got here, what are you doing, Peggy? Just catch us up.
Yeah, what I'm doing now, I'm just putting a thread base and I'm going to stop just behind the point of the hook, okay? And we're going to take our little oval tinsel that I got here. Oh, I've got 20 feet of it out. I need 6 inches. Okay. Now, let me show you how. When you're using tinsel, let me make sure I got it in where you can see it. There's a core in there, a piece of thread, okay? And that's what we're going to tie in, is that little piece of thread. And it's true of tinsels, and also chenilles are made on a core. They have this big machine that kind of wraps it around at a high rate of speed. There we go. And then I go here. I do 3 turns.
Right under control. And now a mini meditation. Whatever is happening here. Now.
And Peggy, are you taking that back about to the hook?
I take it back to the, I take it back the point of the barb, which is right here. And this, I'm not sure. Let's see. Maybe if I tip it, there we go. I just take it back to the point of the barb, okay? And then I'm going to hold this forward, and I've got some yellow floss that's going to go on next. Just a tiny little bit. Bring my thread forward. There we go. here we go.
So you've wrapped that tinsel, holding it forward as far as you want
Yeah.
Your.
You just put, I usually put about 3 turns, okay, of the tinsel.
Well,
Make like just a little bunch there. Let's see. You just, I might
And you went back and then you came back forward.
Yeah,
over.
and you know what? I do that because I always have little cracks where I miss spots. And you don't want any missing places. Okay, it should be nice and smooth.
That ain't.
But I gotta. There we go. All right. Now I got my. That can stay there. Let me get it up the tail. Don't forget the tails. Now I'm going to use 2 golden pheasant crests, small ones. Just like that.
And those are the things that look kind of like hair.
Yeah, they do. They're actually thicker than my own hair, so it's kind of like.
Did we lose voice?
Did we? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's actually thicker than my hair. There's a fly tire that's pretty well known. When I cut my hair, I sent him the trimmings, which were about 6 inches long, and he tied a salmon fly with my hair and the wings.
Well, I've done that with dog hair.
Aha, yes. That's right.
Much hair.
All right. Now, let's get that right up on the top.
And how long is that tail?
Okay. I think it's a little bit too long.
What should the length be?
It should come out about a 1/2 inch behind the bend of the hook, and it wants to come up and almost mirror the hook, maybe be a little bit higher. Because what's going to happen is when I go to put the wing on, we're going to set the tip of the wing, hopefully back here, okay? It makes like a little frame for it. Let's see, there we go.
So is that, how many pheasant feathers is that?
That's just 2.
Okay.
It's pretty fine stuff.
Yeah.
It
They're cool.
cut that off. Now, bring my thread forward and get all this anchored down.
Too fast.
Huh?
Fast.
Are you tying with me?
Yes, I'm trying.
Okay, let me slow down for you then, okay?
Hey.
Yes, I'll give you the opportunity here. Yeah, okay.
So when you tied that pheasant tail on, the pheasant crest on as a tail,
yeah.
Had you cut off that yellow floss?
No, I cut it off afterwards.
Okay, but should it be hanging down out of the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. And then you got your tinsel in there.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Get my black. Yeah, one of the reasons you take your time when you're doing any kind of salmon fly, like when you're doing the classics with the married wings, you could have 30 materials you're putting on, and you don't trim the trimmings off of any of them until you get done. You know, it's like the last act.
Wow.
Because if you make a mistake, they back it off. I mean, some of the feathers are expensive, so that's why.
Yes, don't get me started on that.
Peggy, we have a question.
Sure.
Are you tying with pale yellow silk thread?
This is just pale yellow Danville's, actually. It's not silk at all. It's regular tying thread. And it's like an 8-aught. It's a pretty fine thread, though. Now, I do have silk thread. I think I have some with me. Sometimes I use it, and then I wax that. I waxed my thread before I started. So I want to let Susan get caught up here.
Is
that winding away?
Meg?
Sure.
I was checking to see if that answered Meg's question. She was using. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I have a question about the hooks. So
Yeah.
is that one just called a regular salmon hook?
Yeah, this is a salmon steelhead hook, actually.
Yeah, but so that's instead of tying the 7X hooks that you were using the other day, so it's because it's just the hair wing that's shorter and not as complex, or
exactly, yeah. It's just a smaller hook. Yeah, it's a shorter shank on it, so the body will be shorter. A streamer, you put these big long hooks out there, and that's the main part of the fly, is that long body. So it's a different style.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody else brave enough to tie this?
Well, I'm not tying because I'm taking notes. I intend to go back and really study this one and tie it this week.
Okay. Well, I'm going to just proceed. So I'm caught up.
Okay. Oh, good. All right. Now we're going to put the black floss on.
Okay. I don't have floss, but I'm using, what am I using here? I'm using Ultra Thread 210, or I could get some different colored. I have some pink floss.
Yeah, you could use that. Go ahead.
So how long a piece of floss?
I used about a foot. I like enough so I have something to hang on to. Okay. I've taken a couple of classes with people where if you're using this size hook, they give you like 6 inches of material. You're down to your tippies when you get done.
And how did you start the floss, Peggy?
I take and I wrapped it over my thread, and then you bring it up on the bottom of the hook. Let me show you, okay? Hold on. Whoops, get that thing out of the way. All right. Just take and you fold it over the thread like that. You just bring it up, and then a couple of wraps, yeah.
So why do you do that as opposed to?
I think I actually read about it in a book that was written in the 1800s. It's actually a tradition. So, and in salmon flies, most of your tying skills, it's actually just following a tradition, okay? You're doing things in a historic way.
Okay, so do I cut off that tail then, or?
No, I just fold mine back and I let it bulk up the body a little bit. I run it along the bottom. It's right there.
Long. Well, I guess I can leave it. Okay, I'm with you.
And then I got my tinsel hanging out the back here. So let's go.
Let's do the yellow floss. What happens to it?
I cut the end off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got it cut.
That tinsel out of where I'll cut it too. That would be a disaster. Okay. Oh, I see what you're doing.
There we go.
You might have not tied that in at the right place though.
Uh-oh.
And then the black.
Oh, but we have to leave a place to tie in the hackle and stuff, don't we?
Oh yeah, that's going in the front.
Yeah. And the squirrel tail. I actually have squirrel tail.
Wow.
Not sure
what I did with mine. I had it in the bag, but
I don't know if this one's roadkill or if it's deck.
Oh, okay.
Get out of my bird feeder kill.
Oh, one of those guys. You have to check the tail hair length before you do that. All right, let's see. Let me just get this up.
Well, good.
Okay, up we go. I'm almost up there.
Oh, so you went back and then to the front again?
Yeah, I start at the front and I go to the bend of the hook. Well, I go back to where the tail is tied in. Okay. And then I bring it up and I stagger my fronts. Okay, I have one wrap more than I started with. Okay, now I got to change my thread color.
Now, are you wanting that to be the same width from tail feather to front?
Well, you could put a little belly in it or something if you wanted to. Mine should be the same, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. There we go. Let's just do this. There we go. Now, let me get rid of this yellow.
So how come you didn't just start with black?
Oh shoot, on this one you could, whoops, hold on. I just cut my thread.
Good, because I have a long ways to catch up with you because
Oh, okay. Well, we can stop here and
here. I had too much of the pink tail sticking out.
I did, yeah, don't cut your black thread. That's what I just did. Okay, there we go.
Oh, this is very messy looking.
All right, now let me just smooth this down.
So Peggy, is part of the tradition to switch to the black or head color thread
right
after the floss?
Yeah.
So why is that?
Well,
tradition.
I think it's just the history. Yeah. Okay, and then we got the burnishing tool. Oh.
It's got a fat belly on it.
There we go. Just kind of go like that. This is a, I forgot the name of the company.
Oh, this is terrible.
Oh no.
Well, I missed it. Where my tinsel's tied in, the end of the yellow is sticking out. So I'm backing off my floss.
Okay. Oh, okay. And then chop it and then, yeah.
Well, I chopped it. I just didn't cover it with the floss.
Oh, okay.
Is the burnishing to make it shiny or is it to make it fuzzy?
It's to make it smooth, believe it or not. You want to go in the same direction as your wraps too.
What is a burnishing tool?
Oh, okay. It's just this little guy right here.
Okay.
You can actually make your own out of agate. I have some that are made out of basswood, which is a very fine grain wood.
Yes. And
you sand it with like 1,000 grit sandpaper with no little things hanging around. And it just smooths your stuff out.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Okay. But let's let Susan catch up because she looks like she's rushing there.
Am I the only one doing this tonight?
I'm trying it. I'm trying it.
Good.
Aha.
Okay, now I'm going to catch my floss.
All right.
So we had a question on on the burnishing tool, how does it work?
Basically, it just smooths out the top layer of wraps, okay? You got a little bit of give in that floss, okay? Oops, bump there.
Oh gosh,
there we go.
How you doing there? Can you do that from the other side, Peggy? Because we're not able to see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah. And so you just rub that back and forth and it smooths out.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. Now, you caught up, Susan?
Yeah, I think I'm there. I'm using something else as a burnishing tool. Not that it's going to make any difference.
Oh, okay. Sometimes it doesn't, it's really, there are some things
one of those on my thighs.
There you go. Oh my goodness. I hadn't thought of that.
Like Barbara might have the tool. She's burnishing away there.
Barbara?
Yeah, Barbara Osaka she's burnishing her.
What is Barbara? She is. Oh. She's working on it.
It's with scissors.
Oh, she's using
scissors. Okay, yeah. You can use like the side of your scissors if you just stay away from the blade part. Okay, we're going to do the 5 wraps of tinsel. So the third one goes right in the middle. Okay. There. 3, 4.
Is there traditionally a number of wraps you make?
Yeah, there's 5. Always 5. And let's see. Let me get this tied off so it doesn't spring out on me.
Oh, I'm going to have 6.
The other thing you want to make sure that you don't do with oval tinsel or round, don't put a bump right up on the top of your fly where the wing is going to tie in. Otherwise, it'll just cause you great headaches. It'll make you drink a lot, okay? That's my excuse. I'm sticking with it, Okay, now I can cut my tinsel off.
I used the small tinsel. I don't know if that was right, but that's what I got.
That's what I did. The instructions call for the next size up. And I just feel that the small is, you know, it's pretty good. It works.
Okay.
All right, now I got to get another hackle ready here.
How did you tie off the tinsel so it doesn't back wrap?
With great care. I put about 3 wraps on it before and then the other thing you could do is put a half hitch there, just so, like a comfort zone thing, so that it won't let go.
Yeah.
And, okay. Now let's try this.
Wait a minute here.
That might be interesting.
Now, when you put your collar on, just remember, you want side-by-side wraps real close, because you're going to put that wing on right on the top of it, okay?
That's a dry fly hackle, yes?
It's a hen, a whiting hen. Cape, actually.
Ouch. Oh, it is.
You could use a dry fly hat if that's what you have.
What if I have a guinea?
Oh yeah, oh that would be nice. Actually, guinea is used quite often for the collars, and it makes a nice one.
Well, I wonder if I should, since I have gold and pink, if I should use something besides blue.
There you go. Yeah, use a guinea would be really nice.
These colors are all bad now. Let me see if I have a different color.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Okay.
How many times did you wrap that?
I put 3 on. Then I'm going to split it. Let's see. And then just put a soft wrap right around. Good. There we go.
Oh,
I have this guy sticking out front where he doesn't belong. Now, if you wet your fingers and just kind of saliva it's like glue for the salmon fly tier. If you can drink Guinness, then you have really good saliva, according to one of the best tyers in the world. So, Hey,
Charlie.
That's right, Charlie Shute from Cambridge. Cool. There we go. And then okay, how you doing?
Well, I'm just about to tie in my guinea.
Okay. Oh, good. That's going to be pretty.
It's a yellow one since I've got a yellow tail.
There you go.
Does color really matter that much in this?
Well, if you were reproducing a classic, it would. However, there's a little group that's called freestyle salmon flies, and that's when you create your own. Okay, so you can put whatever you want. It's your deal. And,
okay.
There we go.
I don't usually, when I tie on soft tackles, I don't usually use both sides. So I'm not good at this folding. But,
okay. Wait, if you don't want to fold it, you can, oops.
I just broke it.
Uh-oh.
No, I tied in the fine tip.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, I should try to fold it and, do it the way you're doing it.
All right. Yeah.
And I think we're to the point where the 7 o'clockers were watching. So thank you for rewatching everything. Those of you that tuned in a half an hour early, because we're now to the point where she undid everything for 7:30. So I appreciate
it. That's all right. Cool.
I'm sorry to be holding you up.
Oh no, that's okay. That's what these sessions are for, Okay, I'm going to cut my wing ahead of time.
It's going to be a really long wing.
Now. There. All right, that's about right.
Ooh, looks like a big old spider.
It does. My wing is actually made out of gray fox, which is a specialty of the Miramichi area, actually.
Well, unfortunately, this guinea feather is very long.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'll get a different one. It's like,
oh, like
way too long.
Oh, okay. It wants to be so that it should be along with the gap of the hook. Okay, that's your measurement.
I don't like this.
Whoops, where am I? There.
Do you comb out your underfur on your fox or squirrel?
Yes, yeah, I got my little fox. I got them ready ahead of time.
Okay.
And there was quite a bit of underfur on this. This is just a piece that somebody, I mean, parts of it have little holes in it from where somebody shot him. So he's pretty fresh. Yeah. I actually like using the fox more than the squirrel. It's not a slick hair.
Yeah, squirrel's real slick. So how do you get that to stay in there?
Soft loops, 2 soft loops, and then pull them up real careful. But you're right, no matter how careful you are, sometimes it seems like the middle comes out on you.
Yes.
Oh, hell, quit being all color picky.
There you go.
We have a question from Marcia. Do you have a book that you can recommend if you're interested in learning more about the classic salmon flies?
Actually, does she want to marry wings? There's actually a really good book called 20 Salmon Flies by Mike Redenshit. He starts with spay flies and he goes all the way through to freestyle flies. It'll take you about a year to go through the book if you work on it every week, you know, like, yeah. And that's the best one. He has beautiful photography and he takes you through step by step. Let me get rid of that odd. There we go.
What can we use if we don't have a squirrel or a fox?
You could use bucktail.
Okay.
Yeah. One of the things that works really nice, you know how when you buy like a white bucktail, it has that brown section that goes up the middle?
Yeah.
Here, you can use that because that's a multi-colored brown and it makes a really nice wing. Makes a good streamer wing too.
Peggy, would you say the author's name again, please?
Oh, Mike Redenshit.
Redenshit.
Yeah, it's R-A-D-E-N. I have the book in here somewhere as I.
E-N-C-I-C-H.
Aha. Oh yes, you probably, yeah, that's right too. That's Dutch. He did a apprenticeship with the gentleman. He's from Missouri.
Thank you, Dutch.
Welcome.
Oh, yeah, good.
Get up there.
Yeah, I actually, once in a while, I take that book out and just go through it from one end to the other, tying the flies, you know, because it's good practice.
Can you do it in shorter than a year now?
Yes, I can actually do it in a couple of weeks.
So my squirrel looks like it was a summer squirrel. He doesn't have any underfur. I guess that's all right, huh?
Yeah. Boy, how'd you get a squirrel like that? Wow.
Pellet gun.
Pellet gun. There we go.
Hey, if they're messing with my bird
come out. There we go.
With all my efforts to keep them off, if they're still successful, then they get pelleted. There's also roadkill. I have been known to pick up roadkill.
Okay.
Maybe better. So the wing is the way. Should the wing go back to the bend of the hook, basically?
Basically, it wants to go so that it sits up into the tail. See how I it? Let me see. I got a pointer here.
Yeah, it is past the bend, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Just a little bit. A little bit of hair is sticking out there.
Well, my colors are all goofy, but.
Oh, well, that's all right. We're going to call it the freestyle one.
Okay, it's definitely freestyle. It's not too bad looking. Well, I also didn't have a salmon hook, so.
Okay, there you go.
I just used a hopper hook.
A nice hook that Partridge makes to tie a variety of flies on is called the bomber hook. And they hold a fish well too. So they're kind of multi-purpose. Their design, a bomber is a spun deer hair salmon fly.
I love bombers.
Mm-hmm.
And there, you actually use them to fish, huh?
You do. I caught a fish on one. I was so surprised. You can watch the salmon come up and just sip that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing. It's just.
Oh dear.
Well, I really like the way that fox looks on there.
Yeah, I think the fox actually looks better than squirrel. I think squirrel is just a cheap material, and that's why people like to use it. Personally, I hate to use it, but
I didn't like the way the squirrel looked. Not that this fly is great, but
well, that's okay. You got to start and then do 6 more. That's your start, you know.
This is a better pelt.
Oh, okay.
But that's not a squirrel.
Is that a raccoon? We can use the raccoon fur. Yeah.
You know, I priced out a squirrel on the hoof, what it would be in the fly shop, and it's $19.
A squirrel?
Yep.
Well, you know, you can always just pick up, skin them, and throw them in the freezer.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
This was actually a terrier raccoon, and I split it with
okay.
a terrier. So I gave the other one to a friend of mine. I think this will be better because it's got some underfur. Okay. I've tied streamers with this stuff.
Oh, good.
It works pretty good. See if I can get it to behave itself. Sorry, everybody's waiting on me.
That's okay.
We want to leave some of that fluff in there, I think. I'm going to do like that better.
How many of y'all would like to see a salmon fly class, like multi-week of salmon flies?
I'm learning how.
Time.
Definitely.
Yeah, if you would just put in chat if you'd like that. We kind of, you know, who you are and just put that you might like that, because maybe we could talk Peggy into doing that for us.
You know, getting the supplies ahead of time would be really great.
Yes.
I think that's a disadvantage for some of us tonight, not having the right stuff.
See, when I did my apprenticeship, I got a government grant to buy materials with. It was over $1,000, so it covered most of the stuff. And then I approached like some hook sellers and stuff like. I got a lot of donations too.
Wow.
So it's kind of but I have enough so that I can share, you know, to teach a couple of people with.
What government was that?
Believe it or not, it was the National Council for the Arts, has what they call a traditional arts program.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I won the grant. I was the first lady to get the grant for fly tying. And now I've had 2 apprentices work with me. Oh, and if you go on Facebook and look at the streamers and stuff that Scott Byron is doing, he was my second apprentice. He is on fire this year.
So Peggy, how many of the materials are now sourced from legal birds?
Quite few actually, because the bustard that you use on every fly, they have those in zoos. They've been able to raise them and they molt feathers. And there's a program where the feathers are collected and the zoos send them to, there are like 4 people in the country. And for a donation, you can get a couple of feathers from the bird. So,
because there was an article I saw in a magazine.
Right.
And they were talking about blue chatter.
Oh yeah, yes. Yeah, I just use subs for that. I knew I was never going to be able to tie fancy salmon flies with all of the historic, like some people only buy them if they're from the 1800s, but they're paying $100, $200 a feather. You know, that's just,
they were from the British Museum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's right. Now I'll tell you a little story. I know that kid that did that. He won, my fly tying club, United Fly Tyers. He won our competition 6 years in a row. He was that
Well, I'm
good.
not surprised, but.
And but he got a scholarship out of that. The club gave him $6 grand to go to that music school. Why in the world was he stealing feathers in the middle of the night using his iPhone as a flashlight, you know? Good.
Yeah, well, he did a tremendous amount of damage to the scientific community.
Yeah,
but anyway.
Exactly. That's right.
Peggy,
Okay.
we lost your sound a little bit.
Oh, let me see here. Hold on, the button. Is that better?
You all of a sudden went soft.
Uh-oh. I must have got away. Is that better?
No.
No. Let's see.
Now all of a sudden you're better again. At least.
Okay, you know what it is? I'm closer to the computer. I have it sitting off to what my table's too small for the computer and the device and the camera. Oh wait, hold on. My husband's pushing it in. There we go. Is that better?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Got my technical guy here.
Meg shared a file on chat, and I'm guessing is it the supply list, Meg?
Oh yeah.
No, I just took some notes and did a couple of screen prints to just kind of show the steps. I mean, it's just my own wording, but
thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
You're getting a lot of thanks.
Oh, it worked. Cool. I love it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Cool. No, I was going to go look at
those. How you doing, Susan?
I'm done. Not happy with it because I see a pretty egregious error here right at the beginning, but that's all right.
Oh, okay. Hold it up so in front of your camera so I can see what it looks like.
See if I can get it too.
Oh, okay. You got a spotlighter?
Yeah, let me get something to put behind it.
Okay.
And then, I think we had a couple more people that were tying too. So.
All righty. Yeah, we can put them up and.
That's beautiful.
Take a look.
Okay.
Oh, down a little bit. There we go. Oh.
Oh, look at that. Not bad. Not bad.
Really helps.
All right. Nice.
Wow.
Focus.
Yeah.
Huh.
Not bad. You have the basic. You got the concept there. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good practice. That's a good first fly. Keep it. You know, and that way you can look at it and say, "Wow, I improved." So yeah. Nice. Yeah, nice. And you get your wing in there nicely.
Yeah,
Good.
I think that raccoon's a lot better for a wing than the squirrel.
Good.
Barbara, did you tie it?
Pardon?
I wondered if Barbara tied it.
Let's see.
Okay, I've got 5 people
I did.
that have said they're interested in a salmon series. Susan, do you want to do salmon?
I will only do it if we are not using any materials that we shouldn't even think about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we don't want anybody getting free room and board because they use some kind of, yeah. We can actually, I'll tell you, another book that's good, and I don't know how you could find one. Dick Tallure wrote a book called Pretty and Practical, and it's how to tie classic salmon flies without using any expensive materials. I mean, he has all the subs listed out, you know, in charts and everything else. Unfortunately, I'm in Florida. In my book, I happen to own the book, so I could copy some stuff out of it. But it tells like for what exotic feather, what you can use as a substitute. Okay. You know, what kind of chicken really is basically what he got it down to.
You know, chicken and raised, you know, pheasants and stuff raised for the purpose.
Yes, normal stuff that we would keep, you know.
Because even if in theory it's from the 1800s, I'm not trusting.
No, that's right. There's no paperwork on any of that stuff, although somebody did find the Kelson collection, the George Kelson collection. The guy is like, he's a multi-gazillionaire in the UK, so he could afford it. Sold for outrageous prices in auction. So, okay, let's see. Okay.
And Meg shared the supply list also, so you can get her notes off of chat.
Oh, good. I got her
Hopefully
notes.
People can understand my notes.
Oh, I have a, let's see. Oh, here it is. let me put that up. Here's the materials list straight out of the, let's see.
Right, I got that one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that's in the book for the Silver Award Fly. You can actually just download it off the FFI website, I think. All right.
So if you were judging this for a silver, Peggy, what specifically would you be looking at on this fly?
Question. Mine probably wouldn't pass because I got this little thing hanging there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's got a few glitches in it, but I'll admit. You need a nice smooth body. You need your 5 wraps. You want to have your tip. Yeah, you're going to follow the instructions that are in the book. There's a few little things that kind of will flip you off. Okay. And you also want to make sure that your throat is the right length. Like mine might be just a little bit too long. Yeah. Maybe.
So how long is that supposed to be?
There you go. You don't want it to go past the point of the hook, okay? It's probably good.
It's okay.
It's just a little bit kind of rough looking. Yeah.
Or mine goes past, yeah. So I guess that's a matter of, see, I ended up using a saddle feather that I had the right.
So, oh, you're lucky it went back. Yeah. It's basically, it's a matter of your style. Like each person, when they start tying salmon flies, they say, oh, I'm going to do this, this, and this. And then they develop their own style. Like you'll develop your own body shape using, you can use unistretch and go back and forth underneath and make like a belly on it and all this deluxe stuff. This is the real basics. You know, we didn't do any of that, but you can keep adding steps to it if you want to. Well,
hello, Peggy. This is Jody in Spokane. Hey, how are you?
Good, good.
I chatted with you a little bit last year. Heather Hodson introduced you and I. So I've been quietly sitting here tying away and paying attention to you ladies, kind of like a peeping Tom, I would guess, peeping Tina. So anyway, it's not the greatest, but let's see here.
Oh, good. Oh, look at that. Oh, neat. Oh. All right. Yeah. Good. You got the basic shape there. Yes.
Too much swirl, not enough.
I think everybody does that when they start. You put too much stuff on it. You got to remember sparse is better.
Well, I started sparse, but then I decided I didn't like that. So I threw more in, right?
You threw more in.
That's her style.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
That's a nice looking fly, Jody.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
She's got good shape to it. Yeah. Nice.
Did anybody else tie that I missed? Sherry?
I got polar bear.
All right, let me.
Oh, holy shit.
Oh, nice, Sherry.
Yeah.
It's real pretty. I bet something would bite that.
That's all polar bear, top and bottom.
Holy cow.
How do you get that?
That's all I had.
Are you in Canada?
Yes.
Aha. See, polar bear is legal in Canada, but not in our states.
If it's in your suitcase, is that okay?
Well, I'll tell you, I do know people. I had somebody once give me a big chunk of it and said, just put it in your dirty wading boots.
Yeah. Somebody offered me some too and said, oh, I can't sell it to you. I got to give it to you.
That's right.
So why are they legal in Canada when they're a threatened species?
They have a lot more of them there.
I don't think they're actively killing them. No. I don't think they're actively killing them. I think this is old stuff.
Well, the Indians are the native, right, the first Canadians. They can kill them. Yeah, the First Nations people, they can kill them. Yeah, and they get $3,000 a hide.
I bet they do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they can sell them to white people.
Yeah. As long as it's an artwork, they disguise it as artwork, kind of interesting.
Yeah, well, that's why I haven't gotten into salmon tying. Sorry.
That's right.
Because I don't agree with all that. Which is not, to me, it's a paradox because fly fishing people are supposed to be conservationists, aren't we?
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, absolutely.
I guess.
Jerry, that fly looks so delicate. It's just really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. What was Barbara's like? We didn't see Barbara Saka's.
I know.
Well, I used elk hair, and that was a big mistake.
Uh-oh.
Let's see, Barb.
Yeah.
Oh, it flares on you a little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, but it's pretty.
It's still pretty.
Yeah, that is pretty.
That's a lot of
Wow,
color.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like the color code on that. Yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful. Does look nice.
It looks really delicate.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of tires for this fly. That's a good
Okay,
challenge, folks.
yeah.
Way to go.
All right.
These are the people that I have down that would be interested in a salmon fly series. I have Meg, Marcia, Sherry, Evelyn, myself, and Susan. Anyone else?
Barbara.
Barbara, okay.
And we did have several people who had to leave tonight, Patty. So maybe we'll put the question out in an email or put it on Facebook.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Well, and there may be people that weren't on tonight for one reason or the other. Yeah.
Patty, do you have Sherry Mal down?
I don't.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I do.
Got two
I'm sorry,
Sherrys
Sherry.
now.
You have to stay down tonight. Yes, you do.
Oh, I did not. Yeah, I don't have
No.
Sherry Dalton.
Put Sherry Dalton down too.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I had one Sherry.
You can add me to the list as well.
Who's me?
Jody.
Jody. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you ought to be on that list. Well, with that many people, I see salmon flies in our future.
There you go. When do we want to do it? Because it'd be easier if we wait until I get home, because that's where I have a lot of stuff here with me too. So
well, a lot of it will depend on when you can do it. I know winter is easier for some of the folks that like to do salmon flies or like to do tying, but it's whenever is good for you.
Let me think about this. All right.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you can just let us know because that's how we'll do it.
All right. And then let me also look and I'll see what I have for hooks. I have a friend that has a hook business and I'll see what we can get for hooks to work on. Okay. We can do some blind eye hooks, doing the gut eyes and everything else. We'll do the real McCoy, as they say.
Wow.
Yeah, but we'll use tools. We will not use it. I'm trying to do tying in hand now without a vise or tools. And I've done one salmon fly, but it took me 4 days because you work for about an hour and then you have to take the rest of the day off.
Wow.
I know.
Evelyn, I saw your spotlight when you said no vice.
Yeah. I have a couple of friends that are in Italy and they were on a severe lockdown all winter. I'm to the point where they were giving pasta making lessons because they ran out of materials to do salmon tying lessons on Zoom. So it was kind of interesting. Tonight we're going to make.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but there are several people that tie only in hand over there. They show up at a show and they don't have all this stuff, tools and lights and all that. It's just a little like a toilet kit. That's the whole thing. Half dozen flies right there.
Wow.
So,
and if anybody's watching live on Facebook and you'd like to have a salmon class, let us know.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do our basics, get started with it because it's kind of fun. It really is. I will always be a student of that. I don't think you ever call yourself the expert. Well, some people do, but I don't. So, all right. I guess that wraps us up. Anybody else have any questions?
Well, if you will, Peggy, just let me know when you want to do that.
Okay.
And I will
get
it out to everybody and we can see what can work out.
All right. Sounds good.
Good.
And thank you, Peggy. That was really good.
All righty.
Yes.
Very much.
Excellent.
It was wonderful.
Enjoyed chatting with you early too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not changing the fly tying time. It will always be at 7:30 or 8:30 now for you, Peggy, in Florida. But our next fly tying will be after Christmas, right, Patty?
Okay.
It's the Tuesday night after Christmas, and it's open tie night.
All right.
And it's actually black tie night. So come dressed in all your New Year's regalia and tie something that has black in it.
Okay. Oh.
And bring your champagne so we can toast.
Oh yes, that's
toast
right.
in the new year, or drink to goodbye to 2020.
Yeah.
However you want to do it.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
We'll be glad to say goodbye to 2020.
We will be glad.
For sure.
And,
Right.
hey, ladies, I have an announcement. Drum roll, please, Sandy. We have, thanks to the wonderful contribution from Meg last night, and we had gotten in some other monies. We now have $2,950.
Yes.
All right.
Yay. All right.
Isn't that great?
That's great.
Yes.
Good for you, Patty.
Man, I'm just like, y'all are awesome.
Oh, blown away.
So we're still raising funds till the end of the month. And so, you know, we go over, we're just, man, we're going to have some kind of booth. Whoa.
Good.
You're going to have lights on it then.
Oh, yeah, don't you think?
Yeah.
I think we need to get some of those lights like Sandy had last night.
Uh-huh. And maybe we'll get to the councils and get to the council meetings and be able to move the booth around and get to see all of you.
That would be fun.
Good.
That would be fun.
It would.
Yeah.
Here's
a lot of fun.
Here's to the fall of 2021.
Fall of 2021, huh?
Got it.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Yes,
cheers.
Cheers.
And Catherine Burns won the box of flies last night.
Cool.
She was quite pleased. So, and
Good.
Santa Claus showed up. So, you know.
All right. There you go.
I'm out.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Good.
And I hear Santa Claus is willing to come back next year.
Oh.
He's a good one.
He is.
Keeper.
Yeah. All right.